With just over 500 days until the 2024 election, Maricopa County Supervisor Bill Gates sat down with reporters and with David Becker, who runs a nonpartisan Center for Election Innovation and Research. Gates was one of the Maricopa County leaders who endured months of threats and harassment for standing up to election deniers. In fact, Gates recently admitted to being diagnosed with PTSD. Today, each of them praised election workers here and across the country for running fair and accurate elections, but they're also sounding the alarm that spreading of disinformation about our elections is a problem that isn't going away.
Abuse and harassment are not abating over time, they are increasing. And it's not just in swing states. It is of extreme concern to me because it is not just about chasing these people out of office, it is about making them feel vulnerable and isolated. So they might succumb to disinformation in the future.
Becker's organization is offering free legal services to election workers and officials, and he says his group has never received so many requests. They also accuse the people who spread misinformation about the elections of not being interested in election integrity. They said they're more interested about overturning election results that they don't like. In the newsroom, Dennis Welch, Arizona's Family.